What are Errol Spence's biggest flaws versus Terence Crawford? And can Floyd Mayweather help? What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all. So, Errol Spence Jr. versus Terence Bud Crawford. We all know he took a loss, and my question to the boxing community is, what are Errol Spence's biggest flaws? And can Floyd Money Mayweather actually help fix those flaws for Errol Spence Jr.? I just want to give my 447 nickels on that for anybody listening.
I don't think it would be that much or that significant bother me. I mean, when I moved up in weight, it didn't bother me, but at some point it does.
Alright, y'all, so what are the biggest flaws of Errol the Truth Spence Jr. when it comes to him fighting Terence Bud Crawford? I think Errol Spence's biggest flaw, if you ask me, and I think what's been his biggest flaw, is his movement around the ring.
You get no progress without no struggle. And that's what I believe. They did a research study with some rats, and they took these rats and they put them in this environment, probably bigger than that, but they have all the food they want, they have all the sex they want, they have everything they want. Then the first thing that happens, they start breaking up in groups. And then they have the groups of the ones that just want to stay beautiful, clean themselves all day. Then they have these guys over here that are aggressive. They want to attack and beat them up. It's two bad things. And then they have these groups over here that don't associate with the other groups. And so eventually, what happens? They stop having sex, they start fighting, it becomes chaotic, and then they all die. And so that explained to me, without any struggle, there's no progress, because people, we have to be active. You know, they weren't active, they did nothing, they didn't win, they just died away.
Now, I'm not saying that he doesn't have ring generalship, or he doesn't know how to cut the ring off, or he doesn't know how to control his opponent with movement. I think the problem for me when it comes to Errol Spence Jr. is how slow he actually moves. Now, I know a lot of people say that his slow movement is to utilize the jab, is to pace himself so he can conserve his energy till later on in the fight. And I believe that, you know, I actually think that that is his strategy. I think that that's the way he wins fights. But when it comes to fighting a quicker guy like Terence Bud Crawford, someone with quick hands and quick feet, might not be as quick as the OG Manny Pacquiao, but quick enough to where it gives a guy like Errol Spence problems. Now, I'm not saying that that was the full reason why he lost that first fight, because I have my own beliefs that it was actually the weight draining that actually did him in. But you could tell that his slow feet were a problem. I think his slow feet have been a problem in a lot of his fights. When Ugas caught him with that big punch, it was because he was moving very, very slowly.
Man, fuck you, son. I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke!
And Ugas just happened to catch him. And I think Ugas actually stepped on his foot as well. So not being able to move his feet quick enough, I think sometimes gets Errol Spence in trouble. So, you know, if that's his biggest flaw, and is that his only flaw, I think that Terence Crawford fans would beg to differ. I think Terence Crawford fans would say that everything about Errol Spence is his biggest flaw.
Fuck you too.
Is that his biggest flaw? To me, I think that's his biggest flaw within his game, is he just doesn't move quick enough for some of these quick-footed, quicker hand speed type of fighters. Now, it didn't catch up to him until the Terence Crawford fight. Once again, I got my own reasons for why I feel like that actually happened, but in all actuality, when you look at the whole situation, I do feel like his feet are his biggest flaw. Now, How do you fix that? And if he brought Floyd Mayweather in as his coach, could Floyd Mayweather actually fix that?
So you want to be a YouTuber or you want to be a fighter?
You know, I don't think so, to be honest with you. And I think that for one reason. Mayweather was never like the quickest fighter in history. It wasn't really his feet that helped his defense. It was more that shoulder roll, that awkward shoulder roll that threw people off. So I don't think he could come in and fix the footwork problem that Errol Spence has. Now, Mike Tyson, on the other hand, I spoke about him in another video. Mike Tyson was all over the ring. And if you watch Mike Tyson train, you can see that weird herky-jerky style and the way he steps a certain way to get in front of his opponent to land hard shots. I think he could actually help the footwork of Errol, but would that completely change the style of Errol Spence, and would that clash with what Derrick James is trying to teach him? I think it would, but I think that he would be a heck of a footwork and a heck of a defensive coach as well when it comes to, you know, just helping out certain fighters. So what could Floyd Mayweather bring to the table when it comes to helping Errol Spence Jr. out? I think he brings a lot of experience to the table. I think he's one of the best defensive fighters ever in history. It might have been boring to watch, but it worked for him. So obviously, if there's some defensive flaws that, you know, fans think that Errol has, or that Derrick James thinks that Errol has, I think that's where Floyd Mayweather could actually benefit Errol Spence. Now, who could they bring in to fix, you know, his footwork problem? You know, I think Freddie Roach has always had good fighters with great footwork. He's an old school throwback trainer. The problem is, how do you get those two personalities, Freddie Roach and Derrick James, to get along with one another? I think that's pretty much impossible. And Freddie Roach has been a guy who's been really close with Top Rank for a lot of years, so I'm not sure if that would pose a problem. I'm not saying he hasn't worked with PBC fighters, but I think he has a better relationship over on the other side of the track. So, you know, I don't know who they could actually bring in who's really a staple with PBC to actually help Errol Spence in that regard. Or does Errol Spence even need footwork help? If that wasn't what lost him the fight, does he need to actually change his footwork up? That's a question that could be argued. But to me, I think if anything, he could bring Floyd Mayweather in for defense, how to deal with fast hands. You know, Mayweather was in there with pretty much everybody from the last generation. And there were a lot of quick-footed and quick hand speed fighters from the last generation that Mayweather faced off against. So he could actually give him a lot of insight into how to avoid those punches, how to roll with those punches, how to move around those punches, and, you know, how to navigate a fighter like Terence Crawford. Would that help him win the second fight? I think the Terence Crawford fans would say no.
That's the gayest shit I ever heard.
But I think that, you know, in reality, and the Errol Spence fans would say anything would help, you know, when it comes to that. Now, I think Derrick James and Errol Spence know exactly what went wrong in that first fight. I think they're addressing it. I think you're going to see a different performance out of Errol in the rematch whenever it does take place. It's going to happen whenever it does take place. But I don't think that they're going to add any new pieces or any new wrinkles to his training. I just don't see it happening. Do they need it? It depends on who you ask. Does it work and does it actually happen? I highly doubt it.
I was happier being alone with myself and being with me, instead of just being caught up in the chaos of me. Like I'm talking about for my whole career, from fighting and stuff. I never really worried about how people was going to treat me, because no matter whatever situation I was into, I was always Mike. Always came out with my head up. I didn't hide from nobody. Okay, I'm just always Mike. If I got $1 billion, I'm Mike. And if I got $2, I'm always I'm Mike. And so, being that, I don't care about anything. I worry about it, because that's who I am. With money or without money, I'm Mike. Most people who are does not have the competitive spirit, they don't believe if they lose everything. Like for me, myself, I'm not wishing bad stuff for me. If I lost everything tomorrow, I'll get it back again. Because I had it 4 or 5 times before. You know, I've been broken rich more than anybody I know.
So y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. That like button for me. Sure. Subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tubes or holler at me over there. If you want to collabo, feature a product or your channel on my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail because it is a flock of cards at gmail.com. And we are
First of all, we run through skirts abroad, squirting jaws and don't call them up tomorrow. Spitting hot flows on beats, put holes in seats. Catch me at the club throwing bows at teeth, like I'm Monday Night Raw in the form of crooking. In my kitchen, you can smell the rocks I'm cooking. Plus I'm stone cold, and I stay Triple H. That's hitting up hoes that hate, and I never spit flows to fake. That fuck niggas get thrown in lakes. Can't count how many bones I break. When I blast K's, I make your house an ashtray. On a sad day, come on the block and act gay. We know we're hitting these bras up with long lumber. I for more digits than 1-800 phone numbers. It's Lewis Keys out to put the block on the map. While y'all bitches still shot at the gap, my nigga. Let's beef with them, they pack deep with them. Y'all mad because y'all chicken heads freak with them. Look at spotless, we get them hoes topless. Y'all not this, and ain't no way y'all gon' stop this. So let's go, nigga. Let's go, nigga. Let's go, nigga. Let's go, let's go. Whoever fucking with Mike is risking his life. I'm the one convincing your wife to sit on the pipe. Look, I'm 1,000 degrees, stay out for my cheese. Any chick with me, I recommend pass to the knees and allow with the G. Sauce 1, making the green. Boy, running Louisville slugger, breaking the spleen is a penalty. Niggas gonna remember me. Enemies, I put them under Kentucky like Tennessee. Coming to drop, so it ain't hard to get dames. Niggas skating on blades like it was the X Games. Except it ain't no ramps, just player haters and tramps. Mad because my 100 spokes shine like lamps. We tight like cramps, and y'all boys can't stretch it. My bullets are contagious, y'all fuck with me and you catch it. Anybody want static, we gon' straighten that out. When they catch a size 12, boom, straighten them out. Let's beef with them, they pack heat with them. Y'all mad because y'all chicken heads freak with them. Look at spotless, we get them hoes topless. Y'all not this, there ain't no way y'all gon' stop this. So let's go, nigga. Let's go, nigga. Let's go, nigga. Let's go, call me Hershey, all I get hugs and kisses. Put condoms on my legs and just run through bitches. And I ain't stunting that man, I'm never panicking. Keep rubber on my dick like I'm sticking a mannequin. Hitting your girl whenever she ain't on the rag. Leaving fuck boys that brag tag the shit bags. Y'all played out like polka dot stripes and plaid. Make a widow in the morning out your wife and dad. I'm what you get when you mix ice trays with flames. Cool ass motherfucker with that hot ass game. And all black with chrome like a Oakland Raider. Nigga couldn't deal with it if it worked in Vegas. Niggas know when I come through, the Iceman come up. Keep lips on my dick like mistletoes on my stomach. So come on, let me know if you won't beef. If you do it means you don't want teeth, my nigga. So let's beef with them, they pack heat with them. Y'all mad because y'all chicken heads freak with them. Look at spotless, we get them hoes topless. Y'all not this, there ain't no way y'all gon' stop this. So let's go.